You heard? Hey, go slap my shit, man. Y'all niggas know what it is, man. Huh? Yeah.
DJ ASAP. Next music.
Heard you got the plug ASAP.
You know I run it up, flip it how I do, and then I'm coming back. You already know when I get through it, ain't no coming back. Busting through the hole, clutching the rock like a running back. I get it, then I go get more, and then I run it back. Niggas know what's up with me, only the realest fuck with me. I'm from the jets, what you expect, this shit stuck in me. Struggle made me hustle, cause ain't nothing free. Every other week it's RIP, I miss my daddy, real fucking G. I love my niggas, and all my niggas got love for me. If you don't fuck with me, don't come and try to say what's up to me. Fuck you think, never faking how them suckers be. I go hard when shit get hard, I spit these bars like I'm in custody. I told my bitch, put your trust in me and we gon' live it. And every time I told her I got her, a nigga did it. I keep it all the way 100, ain't no other way. You ain't talking money, I forgot you like the other day. What's your ambition, nigga? Wake up every morning and get it, nigga. You gotta want it, just stay on it till this shit is bigger. I learned quicker than your typical. I know it might be difficult to see me do shit you ain't did before. What's your ambition, nigga? Wake up every morning and get it, nigga. You gotta want it, just stay on it till the shit is bigger. I move quicker than your typical. I know it's difficult to watch me do the shit you never did before. You know I wake up every morning, give thanks, and then I'm on my way. I get them dollars, not a problem, I be on the cake. Every day we live, it's a different way you can stack your dough. So every day I live and get it, I be back and forth. Catch me on the go, slow motion, what I'm not about. Don't fuck with lean, so you will never see me nodding out. Cookies, what I'm off, all this coughing, give you cotton mouth. Baby, come and put that pussy on me, I'ma knock it out. She ain't never had that real feeling. I told her just be honest and I got us. Now how you still feeling? I've been a real nigga right out the gates. We fight every day, never lose sight of your faith. Cause where I'm from, not a lot make it out. So I be on my shit, that's why I gotta watch my six so I can make it out. I'm living with a purpose, struggle through the worst shit. But when I see my mama smiling, it be worth it. What's your ambition, nigga? Wake up every morning and get it, nigga. You gotta
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give up the middle.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll try the air now with Goff. On the move to his left. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucks and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time. And the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So a big play there on 4th. And now 1st and 10 at the 30. Play action. It's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. We're scoreless after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that will be incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They go with Jacobs, and this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let him know. Choose the mic. You ain't got nothing.
Now Fields. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Counter play with Jacobs. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tristan Vizcaino for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 82 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Complete to Deontay Foreman at running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Prater for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On fourth down, Fields. He's going to take another shot here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Like 20.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got room. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
A short kick taken at the 18. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Watch one. It's coming this way. Here we go. So nice number one, nice number one. Hey, I'm coming.
Fields. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They snap it to Fields. Going for the deep ball. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Check, 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 check.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Goff now to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter play. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, Fields. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. 74 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jacobs is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Chris Godwin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. After the run, Goff going to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. On fourth down, Goff. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
I'm ready to take over, baby. Staying, don't.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here comes Jacobs. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over.
There he goes left side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Watch one. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Slam. Slam.
All eyes on Fields. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And one last throw here for Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of